bar, but give it hell. So I started in 2016. Powerlifting was something that I was very keen in from the beginning. I like seeing myself get stronger, and you know, there's not many female powerlifters, so that was really something that I wanted to show, that women can lift and we can, you know, we can get strong. My worst thing is nerves. I try not to think about what's going on outside. I mean, I like to sort of almost simulate competition and training, so that when we're walking up to that platform with the lights, the music and everything, I can just blank that out and be like, this is just like training. Powerlifting means a lot to me. It's given me so much more than I could ever ask for. I just want to keep going in the sport for as long as I physically can. Yeah, that's my goal, just sort of keep going, until you can't no more.
Representing Kazakhstan, Tbilisi.
This is looking like a good, interesting joust for the medals between the four. Natalia Gamedova of Georgia to start us off with 50. You paid full attention to that, I'm sure. Haifa Al-Nakbi of the United Arab Emirates, Raishan Koshibieva of Kazakhstan, and Shebrioni of Indonesia. And our referees have been chosen as well. Mahmoud El Shabani, the centre referee from Egypt. Russell Willey of Great Britain. Iliana Raka of Greece. Technical controller of this is Pascalina Nelenzaki of Greece. Technical delegate for the entire week end is Zita Gyurko. That's a long weekend. May Day on Monday. Hence we have competition on Monday. As you were saying previously, Georgia, the United Arab Emirates, Indonesia and Kazakhstan are the four nations represented in this women's 67-kilo final. They've all won major championship medals in their career. Natalia Gamedova with the IWAS silver medal in Portugal in December. Haifa Al-Nakbi from the United Arab Emirates. Asian Games and Asia Oceania Championship bronzes. Shebrioni is the reigning Southeast Asian Games champion from late last year. And Raishan Koshibieva of Kazakhstan, Paralympic silver medalist in Rio in 2016. Small field, but a quality field. These are the records. Tan Yuzhao from the last Asian Games in Jakarta in October 2018. 140 and a half. Her mark, Mariana D'Andrea, with the next gen record.
Referees and spotter loaders, please take your position on the field of play.
It was in Astana that European record was set for Keda Breva. 2019, during the brief time it was known as Nur Sultan. Karam Al-Asmani with the Asian Next Gen record. Amelia Perez-Vesquez with the Americas record, 128. That's a great mark. Still breaking records now. Fatma Omar with the African record of 135.
Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question, so is that all you got? You go big or stronger, you push harder, is that all you got? You climb higher, faster, so is that all you got? You put your best in the rest in, no resting, is that all you got? So you a victor, I only got one question, so is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now, so is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got?
Rider.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's ready for powerlifting? Let's see some heavy lifting. For the first attempt, representing Georgia, Natila Gamidova.
So here we go. First of the four. Natila Gamidova of Georgia. Well, she's going for 50 in this opening round. She claimed silver in the IWAS Games in Portugal in December, 7th in the European Championships here last year, and 7th in the previous Europeans in Bergsumer in 2018. She's from Tbilisi, she's an administrator, and she started somewhat recently at the age of 38. So Chikishvili is her regular coach, and here she goes to start off at 50. And Gamidova looking to kick this off well, and we'll find out via the flags if she has done so. There she has. That is a good lift for Gamidova, and she's away. And she starts well.
Loaders load the bar to 80 kilos, rack height 14.
Good, decent lift. Well, there's quite a couple of leaps to come in this first round, so if everybody's successful, fourth may well be her lot.
The first attempt, representing United Arab Emirates, Haifa Nakbi.
Haifel Nakbi of the United Arab Emirates. Asian Games and Asia Oceania Olympic bronze medalist previously. Fifth in the Asia Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek last year, bronze in 2018, bronze in 2015, and in the Asian Para Games, the last two editions in Incheon and Jakarta, bronze in those as well. Bronze in the European Open Championships in Eger in Hungary in 2015. West Asian Games silver in 2019, so she's won a lot in her time. Waleed is the coach on stage with her for this final. She has had Adel Wesha as a long-term coach too in her time.
1 minute.
So Haifa Al Nakbi for 80, this for the lead. And having had all of her successes before, this will be a good foundation, good start for her. All going well. And it has done, 2-1 in her favour. And Al Nakbi is our new leader. Well, again, like the previous final, by the way, she's being whisked away just as those flags were being prepared. She was confident enough, and so was her coach, Waleed. So she's away and in front.
For the first attempt, representing Indonesia, Cipriani.
So next up for Indonesia, it is the reigning Southeast Asian Games, the ASEAN Para Games champion. That was in Indonesia, in Solo, Cipriani, and it is just Cipriani. So she's going for 100 here, and her coach with her is Katno. That was her championship debut. And what a good championship debut as well, you have to say. It was the first Southeast Asian Games in 5 years. The circumstances I think we're all familiar with. Sheprioni lifted 103 there, so that's a lifetime best. Starts here with 100, so she's going high. That's a nice, solid lift for Sheprioni, and that is a good lift. 3 white lights, and she's in the lead for Indonesia. Well, she's done really well. That's a terrific start. Sheprioni out in front. First time we've seen her competing outside of her own neck of the woods. That was really neatly done. No problem with the stop sequence, and the press was perfectly fine. So Sheprioni leads on 100. This is where it gets interesting, because here comes Ravshan Koshabieva for Kazakhstan, going for 101. Paralympic silver medalist, Rio 2016, Rio Centro, 4th in Tokyo in the Paralympic Games 2 years ago. 5 times she's been at the World Championships. A 5th her best result in 2017 in Mexico City. Asian Games silver medalist she's been as well, last time out in Jakarta in 2018. And she was 4th in the Asia-Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek. Silver in the 2 prior to that, in Kitakyushu in Japan in 2018, and in Almaty in Kazakhstan 3 years before that. Denis Orlov has been a long-term coach, and it is he who is on stage with her. And backstage she's got good old Ruslan Graev to give a bit of advice as well. So 101 for Ravshan Koshabieva. No, it's the stop sequence which has gone against. Press was fine, but all 3 referees have voted it down on that. The weight was
an additional 3 minutes has been added between rounds to allow additional
no issue at all. Press was grand, just needed to do more with that stop with the chest. Mandatory 3-minute break, as we have 4 in this field of this women's 67 kilo final, so everybody can rest a little bit more. So Sheprioni leads for Indonesia with 100 kilos. Al Nakbi second for the United Arab Emirates on 80, and Gamidova third for Georgia on 50. Koshabieva has to come back and do it again later, and she's doing it at a heavier weight as well. So she's happy enough with the 101. She'll chalk that down to experience. She has enough of that anyway. So 101 is chalked off, not on the board for her, and she'll come back and do 106 next. So Sheprioni has got a healthy lead of 20 kilos right now, but there's more to come. Shabieva will be looking to get her mark right. So into round two we go then. And pretty much the same lifting orders we have already seen. Everybody's putting extra kilos on the bar, even if we didn't have successes all the way in that opening round. And in almost every case it's 5 kilos on, and in the case it's not, it's 4. Natela Kamedova aiming for 55 here for Georgia. Lifted 60 when she finished 4th in the Fazar World Cup in Dubai in December. This for 55. And that's a good lift. It's 3 white lights. Good job. Good lift. Clear at 55 and progressing well. Lifted 58 when she won that silver at the Iowa's Games behind Haifel Nakbi, as it turned out, who we'll be seeing very soon. Quality lift.
Second attempt representing United Arab Emirates, Haifel Nakbi.
Haifel Nakbi, and winning that was World Games gold in Villarreal right at the end of November. She lifted 87 in that. This is 84 that she's aiming for, 4 onto the bar. For Asian continental bronzes in her career, 2 in the Asia Oceania Championships, 2 in the Asian Games, European Open bronze. Now, Iowa's success, a very nice gold medal for her though.
One minute.
84, Haifel Nakbi looking to get that under control and even. And she has done that. Good lift for Haifel Nakbi. That's A very healthy 3 out of 3. It's 2 lifts out of 2. She goes top in terms of the total lift right now by a very good margin. She and Gammadova first and second in that. The rest will have a say in that in a moment, but that is pretty much as good as she would have been looking to be in that.
For the second attempt, representing Indonesia, Shibrioni.
Not to be happy about as well. 3 kilos off her gold medal mark in Portugal 6 months ago. Now, here comes Shibrioni, who is looking for a lifetime best. This is 2 kilos beyond her gold medal winning mark at the ASEAN, the Southeast Asian Para Games in Indonesia. That was 103, this is 105. So this to extend her lead. Kushibieva to come. Shibrioni. Has come through well with a good lift. And again, that's 3 white lights for Shibrioni. She's done really well. And her lead is now 21 kilos. Kushibieva set to come out to try and overtake that, but she is flying right now. Her first international competition outside of Indonesia. It was a home Southeast Asian Games, fortunately enough for her. Raushan Kushibieva then. So missed out in the previous round, 101 with the stop sequence. Looking to get that right. Wasn't at the last day, wasn't on the podium in the last Asia Oceania Championships, just edged out down into 4th place, having won silver in the previous 2. And in the most recently contested Asian Para Games, which was 5 years ago in Jakarta, she got the silver in that, aiming for the podium in Hangzhou later in the year in the much delayed Asian Para Games, which was originally due to be early last year and early this year, and then knocked back another 6 months to the second half of 2023. Well, that's not the most delayed event. We've had World Para Athletics due to take place in Kobe in Japan, which was 2021, and at the moment it's due to take place next year. Kushibieva for the lead, and having to get that stop sequence right. She's punched through on the press. May not necessarily look totally satisfied. And there's a reason for that. And guess what? It's the stop sequence again. Well, she's carried on her path. And that's twice now that the stop sequence has not gone right for her. We're not going to learn a huge amount from that angle, but we will from this. It's got a touch on the chest, and obviously so. Has to remain static between the downwards and the upward movements. She's in a spot of bother now. Shibrioni leading on 105. Haifa Al-Nakbi in second on 84 kilos, and Itela Gammadova of Georgia third on 55. Kushibieva yet to get off the mark, and she will be wanting to soon. goes at 101 and 106. And so far, neither have been successful for her. Well, Nakbi's only looking to leap up 1 kilo in the final round, which is fair enough. Gammadova 2. Shabrioni only wants to go up by 2 as well, up to 107. And for Koshabieva, she's got a bit of a decision to make now. At the moment, it's 107 she's slated for. Missed 101 and 106. And going for 106 again could perfectly be fine for the gold. Actually, it's not come up yet for Koshabieva, what she's thinking of doing in the third and final round. It's very much a wait-and-see situation. But Shebrioni is, well, she's pounded onto the world stage very well. Currently leading the total lift as well. Apart from Koshabieva, everybody's got their 2 lifts in, so it's the same 1, 2, 3 in that, as in the best lift where we've always crowned the champions. Koshabieva is having to work hard to try and avoid being wiped out. Major spot of bother for her. That's something that's got to be fixed. Well, she's got 2 of the best coaches around in Ruslan Graev and Denis Orlov backstage. Try and iron out the issues that she's faced with that stop sequence.
Loaders load the bar to 57 kilos, rack height 11.
So the final round is coming. Koshabieva's third attempt has still not been finalized.
57 kilos.
Well, we'll learn about it in a few minutes.
57 kilos, rack height 11.
Gammadova has gone up to 60 in recent competitions. She's not looking to go beyond that today.
Georgia, Natila Gammadova.
So Natila Gammadova currently in the bronze medal position, and it's not in her hands whether she's getting the bronze or not. It's very much wait and see. But a World Cup bronze would be a nice lift for her in Georgia's latest big event. So Gammadova for 57. Nicely fixed in the bronze medal position for the moment. And that is good as well. And there's not been an issue with any of those lifts. A total of 162, and it's third place for her in the total lift as well.
To 85 kilos, rack height 14.
Again, the way she got through that third and final lift, you could kind of suggest that she might have got a bit heavier in that, but then of course you've got to not just be able to lift the thing, but be clean with it.
For the third attempt, representing United Arab Emirates, Haifa Nakbi.
Haifel Nakbi then, 80, 84 and now 85. And it is silver, or at worst bronze, for her. Well, she has gone beyond the 100 kilo mark in previous years. But well, in a heavier weight division though. This is for 85. She's been good and tidy so far with her 2 attempts. That was no different. Good lift, 2-1 in her favour. She's got all 3 in, and she leads the total lift. And she's in the silver medal position
Loaders load the bar to 100.
in the main
Set
category.
rack height
It
11.
will be at worst silver for her in the total lift, and bronze in the traditional best lift. Well, she's had a good morning.
For the third attempt, representing Kazakhstan, Raushan Koshibaeva.
So this is a big one for Rashan Koshibieva. She's staying at 106. This to take the lead by 1 kilo ahead of Shebrioni. She has had problems with the stop sequence. It's not anything else in the lift. It's not been getting raised. It's not been in the press. That's all been fine apart from the stop sequence. Just has to touch it onto the chest. Quick pause and then up, and it's not been working out so far.
One minute.
All the experience around that Paralympic silver medal in Rio, 4th in Tokyo, 5 world championships she's been in. Those 3 Asian level silver medals. So she's been there, she's done that. And then when you're right in the middle of it and all the focus is on you, sometimes things just drift a little. Koshibieva for the lead for 106. And they were happy with that one. She's in the lead, blessed relief, with her very last attempt. Her very first mark puts her in front right at the end.
Loaders load the bar to 107, rack height 8.
Well, she's been wanting to do that for a long time this morning. And this time it was about getting the stop sequence right, and finally they were all satisfied.
For the third attempt, representing Indonesia, Shebrioni.
So, having led for almost the entire competition, it's Shebrioni looking to bounce back and to claim the victory, the Southeast Asian Games champion. Lifetime best at 105 in the second round, going for another one with 107. And if she gets this, she wins it. Trailing by 1, this to win by 1.
One minute.
For its second gold medal in quite quick succession. Shebrioni for 107. Well, she's got it raised. And Shebrioni has got the win! She's got the gold in this Tbilisi World Cup at 107, another lifetime best, and she's fended off Koshipieva brilliantly. What a really good lift.
Competition and the women's up to 67 kilos.
A dramatic victory.
Thank you very much for your
Overtaken
attention, and please
with
remain
the
seated for the victory ceremony,
second
which will
last
follow
lift of the
shortly.
entire event, and she comes out with the last one and she wins it. What a fantastic way to end it. She'd been the dominant force in the final, but no guarantee when she was going up for that last lift that she was going to win, having led right from the opening round. Shebrioni took it by a single kilo in the end. Koshipieva in second, Al-Nakbi going very well in third, and Gamradova in fourth, who picks up bronze in the total lift. Al-Nakbi silver in the total, and Shebrioni, having got all of her lifts in, obviously wins the total lift as well. The victory ceremony for the women's 67 kilo final is on the way.
The victory ceremony for the World Cup Elite Women's up to 67 kilos category. Please welcome the medalists.
So the victory ceremony for the women's 67 kilo final, and this was a good, enjoyable one. And there was quite a bit of toing and froing in terms of the final result.
The medals will be presented by the Georgian NPC, Sophie Gyorkidze. Bronze medalist representing the United Arab Emirates.
Bronze going to Haifel Nakbi of the United Arab Emirates. 80, 84 and 85. It's silver in the total lift for her, ahead of Nitela Gamadova of Georgia, who finished third in the total lift and fourth in this. Al Nakbi gets the bronze.
Representing Kazakhstan, Raushan Koshibaeva.
Raushan Koshibaeva had her progress halted a bit. In the missing out the first two attempts. Got the last one though, 106, and did well. That was the silver, had her in the lead for about 3 minutes until Shebrioni came out and got the gold by clearing 107. And did a great job in doing it, you have to say. What a win. She did all three of her marks, 105 and 107 lifetime best for a Southeast Asian Games champion. And now Tbilisi, World Cup winner as well for Indonesia. What a brilliant success for Shebrioni, adding 4 kilos onto her lifetime best, and to take the World Cup gold here. And what a time to do it with the Asian Para Games coming up in Hangzhou later this year, winning by 1 kilo. Top 3 all coming from Asia. And Koshibaeva getting up into the gold medal position in the final round, but Shebrioni reclaiming top spot. Shebrioni also winning the total lift, 312 combined. Haifel Nakbi, silver for the UAE, 249. Nitela Gamadova gets the bronze for Georgia, 162. Those medals will be presented elsewhere in the building. We are back in 1 hour 15 minutes for the women's 86 and over 86 kilo finals, followed by the 73 and 79 kilo deciders. It's 1:45 in Georgia. We'll be back just before 3. Do join us for that. Thank you.
No, never. For us, para powerlifter, we have the world stage.
Don't disrespect the bar, but give it hell.
As still a young adult.
For us,